Hello, everyone. Messenger Christopher, Spirit World X, the Mahdi. How are you today? To all of my beautiful brothers and sisters across the earth, across the world, of course, tuning in from Arabia, Iraq, Palestine, Israel, Africa, Europe, India, and Hawaii, wherever you may find yourself. I want to say I certainly have awesome worldwide paradigm shift clip uploads coming right at you. And of course, I want you to also realize that we have won the war. Although you can't see it at the moment, the war's won. But what I want to do now is do a little freestyle video where I talk about with you talk about a conversation I had with one of my elderly European friends recently, actually a few hours ago. And I was doing such a good job at helping her to understand why she was, confused about the way in which some of the people she deals with try to handle her in the way that she does. She's a Christian woman, and she's about 76 years old. Very, very nice person, and I won't give her name, of course. However, the conversation that she was having with me was a conversation that had everything to do with why it is individuals who belong to certain religious groups. She was speaking specifically in regards to the Polish individuals who run the Polish church. And she's constantly, telling me about how it is these people are just so mean to her, as the religious people they are, and her being religious, she wonders why it is these individuals, have always been the type of individuals who say it's my way or the highway. If you come to my church, we're going to speak in Polish. So if you want to, be a part of this church, of course, she has some Polish ancestry, according to my recall, if it's proper or not. By the way, I have a leaf in my mouth here, so don't worry about if while I'm talking to you. I do this periodically, okay? And don't mind if I do that periodically. I want to be as clear and concise and open with all of you in regards to what I do and how I get through my day, the things I do to get through my day, outside of keeping my conscious connection to the highest division of our three-divisional Trinity. And, the conversation also has to do with our Trinity, what we have been conditioned and programmed one day a week on Sundays to call the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Of course, now, if you're in China, you don't have the same Trinity that we here in America have. If you're in India, you don't have that same Trinity either. And you're probably wondering, why do we all have so many Trinities if there's one creator? Why is it that all of the citizens of the differing countries around this planet have different Trinities and have different creators? And I want to go deep in regards to what our Trinity actually is, and why it is, of course, all of the religions that you and I have been programmed, educated with, why it is, though we know that we have a spiritual connection to something we can't see, whether we're Chinese, Asian, Indian, Arab, African, why it is we have the capacity to get an answer from up there, although we don't see a him, a gentleman called God. And of course, in India, maybe Ishtar or whichever, or Buddha. We can't see these gods. So I was talking to Donna a little bit ago in regards to a gentleman that she deals with at her church, and in this Polish church, and she talked to me about how it was these individuals are. I did say I wasn't going to say the name. However, it doesn't matter. It's of no consequence at this point in time. The system knows everyone I deal with. And this woman is going to contribute her conscious capacity to the extent that she is in this world, in this matrix program that is controlled by the mind for as long as she is meant to, and just like I will. And I hope that my contribution to your higher awareness, your elevation to higher awareness and enlightenment lasts for a very long time. Because I'll tell you, there's so much that you folks are soon to know that I just find I find so much pleasure in being able to expose the truth to you, because I'll tell you what, there is nothing like the truth. Now, Donna was telling me about how it is these people call themselves spiritual and spiritual people, but they're drinking and they're always drunk, and a lot of times they're drunk and they party, and she was mentioning how it is that when their women go into the the some of the church functions that the church has, is that some of the women, the way they dress is, she says, that's not the way that godly women should dress. And I began to, say to her, well, totally, I agree. But I said, Donna, we live in a democracy, a nation worldwide. We're under democratic rule. And of course, we have, although we have different political parties, whether that be Republican, Democrat, Socialist, or the others, Communist. I said, we're all under the same democracy. And in this democracy, who is controlled by the fail-safe protocol, Gentile nations, whether that Gentile nation be Arab Gentile nation, a Indian, or a European Gentile nation. Even the African nations are, of course, controlled by the same Gentile nations. Individuals who have been manifested out of the melanated races a few thousand years ago for the purpose of rebalancing the high vibrational, third eye open electromagnetic interdimensional conscious awareness and electromagnetic manifest potential. Because remember, you and I, no matter if we're Asian, Indian, Arab, European, we all have an aspect of ourselves that does have the capacity to reap and sow, and that would be the soul. The soul is two-sided. It's not a singular electromagnetic entity, but it's a two-sided electromagnetic entity that runs through your ferromagnetic bloodstream and helps comprise your chakra system. And of course, it helps, and of course, it's all regulated by your perception, and your perception, of course, your level of perception will assist the building up of positive and negative energy within these soul supports that exist as your strength and your weakness, so as to alter the world around you. So whether or not you are in China, whether or not you are in Arabia or the Arab lands, Iraq, Palestine, Israel, Africa, we all we all have the capacity, despite our differences, our religious practices, and our religious dogmas. We all have the capacity to reap and sow by that electromagnetic potential that exists by our soul supports. And of course, these soul supports, again, are in place. I'm sure if you've been following my show, you have an understanding of soul supports to some degree. They are conversion supports. You and I, especially, well, throughout the human race, depending upon the specific conscious contribution to the elevation of humanity, the evolution of humanity, in the area of, or when it comes to evolution, we are all capable of contributing our strength or our weakness to either that evolution or the degrading of who we are as a species above the other species of life on this planet, contributing no differently than we are to our collective electromagnetic conversion in this matrix program. Now, these soul supports, just like the parents, mother and father, whether it's a Jew host nuclear melanated family or the Gentile families that exist, we are all, of course, contributing our manifest potential, through our soul supports, which are metaphors. Of course, the term soul support is a metaphor for the high and low vibrational electromagnetic power that is built up and gives you and I the capacity as individuals, part of our third eye open or third eye blind Jew or Gentile frequency conscious collectives, the capacity to these allow us to contribute to the sustaining of the balanced lives that exist beneath us, and those would be the mom and dad animals that, of course, are in place to support the conversion of the frequencies of awareness that exist within the herbivores, carnivores, and of course the fruits and vegetables, the plant species, and the fish, nonetheless. Well, by the way, you and I in the Christian faith, who've come from the Christian faith, we are taught in the Bible that all things work together for the good of, the Most High. And I want to help you understand what that means. It takes us right back to what I was just talking about, how it is our electromagnetic potential, manifest potential that exists by our frequency of perception contributes to through the process of reaping and sowing contributes to our social existence, how we acknowledge each other and communicate with each other. So depending upon how you and I are instructed on who we are, where we are, and what our purpose is on this planet, how it is we function, that will determine the buildup of positive or negative energy in these soul supports that allow us to, that assist our spiritual conversion, because the church teaches you from a third eye blind perspective who God is. And they tell you that God is a him. If you go to China, the creator is a him. If you anywhere you go on the earth, for the most part, the creator is called a him. And the reason why that is because of the reality that when the fail-safe protocol nations who came out of the melanated nuclear family came to rebalance the frequency, the magnetically misaligned frequency existing in melanated men and women at the present moment, and attempted to do it without letting on that they were here to do that. They were given the opportunity to recreate counterfeit trinities, okay? Counterfeit ideologies in regards to who we are as the Trinity, okay? Now, I want to help you people, brothers and sisters, understand what the original, what our Trinity is. Our Trinity is an interdimensional, two-sided, when I say interdimensional, I'm speaking in regards to the spirit and the flesh, or consciousness and what consciousness creates, okay? Our Trinity exists in three parts, okay? Those being the dimensions. And of course, we will get into the understanding of all these things in finer detail when I read you the information that I have written down. And the stuff I have written down came directly from the Most High division of our conscious Trinity, okay? Of our conscious creative Trinity, electrochemical magnetic Trinity. When it comes to us, you may call yourself a white girl or a white man or a white woman or a white man or a black man or a black woman or an Asian man or an Asian woman or an Indian man or an Asian woman or a Hawaiian man or a Hawaiian woman, and your body, you'd consider that a thing. When I look at another individual's body, I say, look at that thing there, you know, it's a thing. Well, when the writers of the Bible, when they wrote on how it is, and they wrote it for the benefit of clarity to the citizens of their nations, of the European nations, so that they have the ability to have some clarity in regards to the positive and negative conditions that they are dealing with, and help them understand, you know, that the Most High will always bring us through a storm, okay? And all things that happen to us they happen for the balance, the balance of Creator within us and outside of us, okay? And the balance of consciousness, which creates everything outside of us, including this body. Well, when these individuals taught the Christians what the Most High is, of course, they wrote all of the biblical scriptures with the idea in mind that we and our Creator are flesh beings. However, the reality of things is we are infinite, no differently than they say the Most High is. We are infinite consciousness. We exist here in finite bodies. Now, the finite bodies we exist in are the lowest division of our authentic Trinity. Okay, not the Trinity that you and I have customized our awareness with as Christians, which would be the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. Okay, although there's nothing wrong with praying to the Father, there's nothing wrong with believing that there is a Holy Spirit, and of course there's nothing wrong with having a third eye blind understanding of the Son. And you're going to have a greater overstanding of the Son very shortly here on the Worldwide Paradigm Shift Show. That Son, I'll give you just a little bit of information on who that Son is. That Son is the what the Bible called the Most High's God's chosen people, and that Son would be the melanated. The frequency of electromagnetic manifest potential existing in melanated men. Of course, they are the head of the Yang conscious, third eye open electromagnetic collective and equalizer of all conscious life that exists here on this planet. When I say equalizer, what I mean is they have the conscious potential to alter the environment that sustains the evolution of all of the spirits converting through any and every body outside of their avatar. Okay, now although the avatars melanated men and women are in presently are not the original avatars that you and I have began this electromagnetic conversion process through to what the Egyptian world called the underworld. The frequency, and no matter what the degree of electromagnetic misalignment existing in these individuals. How you doing, bro? Good to see you, man. Yes, sir. No matter what the degree of electromagnetic misalignment, which, another way to understand that is disconnection from our highest side, which is what the Europeans call outer space, is the frequency will always exist as Yang conscious. Now, of course, after the activation of the rebalance of the long ago pre-programmed rebalancing protocol that exists as the electrochemical automated reflective Gentile bloodlines, Arab, Indian, Asian, European, kind of lost myself. The energy that they exist with, the frequency of electromagnetic manifest potential is yin. Okay, yin came out of yang, and of course these frequencies, these electromagnetic powers, are all invisible, and of course they they exist and they all reap and sow to differing degrees. However, when it comes to the reaping and sowing of the melanated men, the melanated women, the the experience they're having across the world at the moment, and have been having since, of course, the fall of Egypt and the fall of the different empires that existed prior to Egypt, they have been happening as a result of karma. All right, remember, they are the great equalizers of all of this evolutionary program, and the environmental, atmospheric conditions that exist for all of the low vibrational third eye blind levels of conscious awareness and that exist in what we know as the animals and the plants. All right. So to get back to what I was saying in regards to, how are you? To get back to what I was saying in regards to who we are as, or who the Most High is to us. As I said, whether you're in America, that's what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about how the European male and female carry the greatest high vibrational electromagnetic potential that would exist in the European female. The lowest vibrational, and they have the greatest amount of effect by low vibrational perception existing in the male. Now, both of them, of course, they being the fact that all bloodlines came out of the male and the female melanated nuclear family, the male and the females existing as fail-safe protocol rebalancing electrochemical automated conscious controls, they are part of the conversion support network, okay, that you and I call the soul, okay? They're the ones that taught us the word soul when it comes to soul food, all right? It's not something we made up, okay? These individuals told us everything that we do know, okay? After being able to take it from us, and the 12 tribes were spread all over the earth, and the maps were chopped up. You know, the geology of the earth was consigned to different parts of the European, Gentile, third eye blind, electrochemical, automated, reflective, karmic variances, carrying the highest degree of positive and highest degree of negative energy transmission capacity. Now, when it comes to the Arabs, the Asians, the Indians, of course, the magnetic potential, the magnetic, electromagnetic positive and negative buildup is it of course varies. It goes from yin to yang. This is why when it comes to the Indian race, so the Indian race is more spiritually attuned than the Europeans, although they all come out of the melanated nuclear family as rebalancing conscious protocols, okay? So when we talk about, I hope I didn't end too soon on that note. However, I want to get back to the Most High. When we talk about the Most High here in America, and taught to us by, and we talk about the Trinity, taught to us by the fail-safe protocol Gentile Europeans, we learn that the Most High is, we should call the Most High division of our authentic Trinity a him. We should associate a male body to the highest division of our Trinity. However, I want to help you people to understand before I cut this clip, and I have about 4 minutes to do so. So in 4 minutes, I'm going to help you understand what our authentic Trinity is, and what it was before it was corrupted. And then in the next video, I'll get back to what I was talking about with my friend Donna. In regards to, well, for the most part, I'll finish that conversation up now within 3 minutes. Okay, so the Most High division of our conscious Trinity, of our infinite Trinity, which is what the Bible calls heaven, and it's, of course, controlled by a man, is our highest division of consciousness. This is why no matter what race you are, male or female, if you reach out to, just by thinking about it, if you have a concern, you automatically know to speak to the skies. And 9 times out of 10, you'll always get an answer. It doesn't matter if you are speaking to Buddha. It doesn't matter if you're speaking to Inannu. It doesn't matter who you're speaking to. As long as you exist in the human race, you're going to get an answer. Why? Because that is your highest division of consciousness. Now, and that's the highest division of our Trinity. All right? Now, the highest division of our Trinity, of course, is where Donna, I was explaining her, there are angels. And these angels, of course, existing to what the Bible says is the left and the right of God's throne, these angels are in place to support our electromagnetic conversion as the equalizers for all animal males and females, mom and dads, who are here contributing their part to our Earth's evolution, our matrix program's existence, and our evolution through it as infinite spirit beings. Okay? There are no demons in our highest division. You and I become the demons when we are taught, as we have been taught, that our Trinity is what they call the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Division takes place between our highest side of Trinity and our lowest, which is solid, liquid, and gas, okay? We become demons when a demon is nothing more than a metaphor for a human being who is unconscious of their conscious existence. In the churches, you and I exist, no matter how committed we are to our faith, we still exist a den of thieves. We exist a den of thieves because, one, having no awareness of who you are as an infinite conscious being, separate from the body, okay, in a war with your flesh, you are robbing your lowest, our Trinity's lowest division, which is our matrix program, and you're robbing all the lives that exist beneath your level of conscious awareness as a result of your disconnection from the truth, which is programmed into you. So this is why the Bible states that we are a den of thieves. Okay, and this is why you should be very cautious of the individuals that you deal with. If they don't care for animals, if they don't care for the sustainability of this planet, well, why would you trust them to be honest with you? It's impossible that they could. It's more. These individuals would certainly be more selfish than anything. This is why no matter what type of suit, what type of clothes you wear to church, whether you're in the best suit, whether you're driving the best car, you are still called a den of thieves. Part of the den that makes up the thievery that's taking place in our Matrix program at this time. Now, I am going to go real deep here in the next Worldwide Paradigm Shift clip. And I'm going to do a review of the things that we are going to talk about in the one after the next one. Because we have to really speed up our enlightenment progress. Because as you can see, the world is starting to really be shaken up. There are many feathers being ruffled. There are many psychosocial geopolitical changes happening as a result of my progressive desire to keep all of you brothers and sisters aware of what's going on. So, well, my camera's still going, I see, which is a good thing. So I think I'll keep going. It hasn't stopped yet, so I'm going to go ahead and continue on with this video. I normally am only able to put a half an hour video up on YouTube, and I think that's because of the amount of space. I'm starting to realize it may be because of the space that I have used up on my hard drive. Anyways, or in my memory. having a disconnection from our authentic matrix program and our authentic trinity in this matrix program, which of course exists as our lowest division, we become unconscious. And that level of unconscious awareness, of course, perception, is by the programming and conditioning that you and I, whether we're Asian, Indian, Arab, European, whether we belong to the Yang Conscious Collective or the Yin Conscious Collective, that would be the most spiritually sensitive Yang, or the most spiritually insensitive Yin divisions of awareness. We all have a degree of disconnection as a result of the democratic societies that we fuel the existences of with our desire to want to survive and have the freedom to pursue happiness and have a land to live on, according to the laws that are put in place in our respective countries in regards to who we are as what our religions tell us as the children of the Most High. Okay? This disconnection is one that, because of our desire to have what we are told will bring us fulfillment, have money, have a good meal on the table, to have a bright future for our children, is one that, of course, makes devoid having a successful future. And this is why we're taught by the European Fail-Safe Protocol Conscious Collectives, who brought me to my rebalancing. Okay, I'm the head of the Yang Christ Conscious Collective, the melanated race at the moment, until you, brothers and sisters, become beautiful reflections of me. But this disconnection disallows you from having success, and this is and when it comes to all things working together for the good of the those who are contributing, and whether you adore the Most High or whether you are an atheist and don't, all things work together for the good of the Most High. And brothers and sisters, the reason why you and I have so many failed relationships, so many disappointing experiences, is because of the amount of negative energy that we are amassing within our yin soul support. Okay, this negative energy, no matter if you're yang conscious host or you are yin conscious suitor, Gentile bloodlines, collectively as individuals that we amass, no matter our frequency, this negative energy only has the capacity to manifest negative conditions for us. So this is the reason why it is, and of course these negative conditions, they only compound with the greater determination to sustain what we've been told about who we are, adjacent to the Most High division of our authentic Trinity, and or what the Christians call God. We only compound these negative energies with our leadership continuing to tell us to work hard, invest your energy and your time into finding the American dream, the Asian dream, the Indian dream. These are nothing more than illusions, and they understand that's why they call them dreams. The American dream is nothing more than an illusion that you and I, being consciously disconnected from our authentic Trinity, have brought ourselves to. And this is why no matter what suit you're in church, what car you drive to church, no matter how much money you have in your bank account, the emptiness that you experience is more profound. And the broken relationships that you can look back on are greater in number, okay, than the amounts of money you might have in the bank. Or the amount of suits you might have, brand new clothes, shoes, suits dresses that you may have in your closet. It is because of the fact that you and I have no awareness of the reality that we are the conscious co-creators of this matrix program and the avatars that we are presently in, that we cannot have any success when it comes to the future. And this is the very reason why everything under our feet is being destroyed. It's not only being destroyed by those of us who control our religious narratives, political narratives, whether we're capitalist, whether we're socialist, communist. The individuals who are instructing us on how we should advance are literally in place to maintain our conscious disconnection from our highest division, and in turn we sustain a disconnection from our lowest Trinity division, which is, of course, our matrix program, pre-programmed to maintain and support our balanced electromagnetic conversion as the Christ-conscious hosts and co-creators of this matrix program, existing in particular behind the flesh of melanated men and women, to whom are soon, with the rest of humanity, going to go from the bottom in unconsciousness to the top of enlightenment. I want to spend a little more time discussing the value of our relationships when you and I consider how it is our children, we find them in great dysfunction. We find them experiencing an inability to be honest. We find them having an inability to do the things that we believe are going to take us to greater success. And also when it comes to who we are and having the capacity to trust ourselves, we also find ourselves at a stalemate because of the amassed negative energy that exists within us. Our children are reflections of our frequency. Their bodies are evolving, aging avatars that were pre-programmed for their conversion, no differently than our bodies are pre-programmed electrochemical avatars that come right out of the soil. They're made of the same thing the soil's made out of, to support our conversion. And as complete frequencies existing behind our bodies, we all have the same condition that comes from the disconnection that is maintained by our listening to the individuals who are imploring us to continue on the trajectory, the psychosocial trajectories that we are continuing on without a hitch. And we can't have any internal peace, nor will we be able to experience peace within what we've been told to call our children, without aligning with the truth of who we are as the conscious co-creators of not only our avatars, but the soil beneath us, not only our cars, but our houses. These houses are temporary, no differently than our cars. Our cars are temporary and aging, no differently than our bodies and our present avatars. We are the highest, well, we are the middle infinite division of our Trinity. Our highest division of Trinity is infinite and unseen and unaging, no differently than we are. And as long as you and I are compliant with the lies that are told in regards to who we are, adjacent to the Most High division of our Trinity, we will continue to be nothing more than a den of thieves attempting to give each other background checks to survive. That's what's going on. It's such a sad situation. And of course, I'm just doing a little freestyle here. I know I've been over there and over there, and I understand. I hope that you don't have any confusion so far in regards to who we are, where we are, and why we're in the condition that we're in as the co-creators of these matrix programs that exist throughout our highest division, which is also called the universe by the third eye blind. Because, my wish is to see you enlightened to the degree that I am. And I know that my enlightenment is only going to continue to expand because the Most High division of our Trinity, those angels that no matter what our race, we all know, have come to us and given us a reason to believe. They truly love my desire to continue exploring the truth and sharing the truth, and they truly love all of you. Now, I hope that this single video goes up, and of course, I know that if it doesn't, I'm going to go ahead and put it up in 2 parts. But I certainly want to be able to create more videos that go more than just a half hour long. Hopefully I can. But I'll go ahead and end this video right now because I'm outside and it is nippy. And but I'm kind of used to it. I kind of live off grid just so that I can get this show done. And I'm often cold, but I know that these cold days are going to end soon, and whether I'm in this avatar or I leave this avatar, these cold days are going to end soon. And the spring, by the way, is right around the corner. So I thank you for joining me. I hope, as I said, you've gotten some enlightenment. And you realize that the individuals that are creating your psychosocial geopolitical instability right now, they do not want you to have a connection to me because I am the truth and I am with the truth. I am guided and protected by the truth. And these individuals, because they cannot destroy me, they cannot walk up to me and point a gun at me and kill me. They can't come up to me and knife me. These individuals can't set me up because I'm too sold out to the truth. They are doing everything they can to pull the rug from underneath all of your feet. All right? But I'm here to pick you up with the angels, with the Most High's guardians. And boy, do we have amazing, mind-blowing information coming up. I want you to remember everything I've said in this video and be alert. Because remember, this is an age of great deception. The deception exists because these individuals, they do not want me to have the capacity to speak to you on the stage that I am. Remember, my views are being manipulated. They want you to believe that you're the only one watching my videos. Everyone's watching my videos. Louis Farrakhan's watching my videos. Hi, Lou. Joe Biden. Hi, Joe. And anyone who is anyone in politics and entertainment are watching my videos. They're attempting to take all the information out of my videos, create their own videos with flying monkeys and Decepticons coming from all over the woodwork, out of the woodwork, I should say. And I want you people to be aware of the great, that these individuals are attempting to hold together the great deception for the purpose of maintaining control over the trajectory of your presently magnetically misaligned and third eye blind suitor conscious awareness and perception, which maintains the negative amassing of energy that presently is sustaining our course to a destroyed planet and matrix program. The animals don't deserve it. We, as the host Christ conscious melanated collective, men and women, don't deserve it. And of course, you brothers and sisters who are spiritually sensitive, who came out of our race to help us to rebalance, you certainly don't deserve it. It's time that we prepare to come against these damned fools with everything we got, like they're attempting to come at us with everything they've got. Hey, brothers and sisters who exist less spiritually sensitive, more convinced of capitalism. By the way, I want you people to think about this real quick. You know, your leadership talks about social communism as if it is any more different, as if it's that much different than capitalism. But I want to say this: even in communist nations, the individuals who exist under the communist regime, they are consuming meat products, and this is not something that we in our natural state do. Any meat products. Fish normally eat fish. Animals normally eat animals. Okay, herbivores normally, and predator and carnivores, they are both animals, and animals eat animals. Humans, we eat sun foods, foods that are produced by the sun, no differently than the herbivores do. 2 points here. Whenever you hear your fellow spiritually insensitive mates talk about how it is this God that we all know about doesn't care for life. This God is a savage, and so why should you turn around your desire to want to be a savage? This is all bullcrap. Okay, when the natural order that our minds were consciously affixed to existed, we didn't have the savagery that's going on in the animal population. Okay, it took thousands of years for us to be able to see how savagely an animal will remember, human beings in our natural state, by our minds, we having a conscious connection to the animals, and I'm going to help you guys understand that perfectly very shortly. Having a conscious connection to the animals, we sustained their peace. We sustained their natural habitats. We sustained the evolution of the different atmospheres that they all and habitats and ecosystems that they all existed by. And now, of course, being out of alignment for as long as we have, everything is in chaos, okay? So when it comes to evolution within our matrix program, by electromagnetic misalignment and the metaphoric journey to the underworld, all of the conditions are unstable, and all of the beings that exist not only are unstable reflections of each other, but we also express ourselves in a very unstable ways. Okay, so not only are the animals in dysfunction, but we are too. Okay, and we're the reason for their dysfunction. So the tip I want to give you is continue to watch my videos, and my hope is that you will gain the clarity that you need to realize how valuable you truly are. Because just because you came as a less spiritually sensitive individual, you are still a part of our immortal collective, okay? And you're just here with a conscious contribution that has actually been met, and that meeting would be my rebalancing of conscious awareness and conscious function. Okay, I no longer do the things I used to do, and I no longer see reality the way I used to see reality. Therefore, my electromagnetic manifest potential is totally opposite of what it was, okay? And my hope is that this can also happen for you with the enlightenment that is coming to you very shortly. You're very valuable. Do not allow these empty sickos that control our programming, that control our psychosocial, geopolitical, democratic establishments to influence you to believe that it's okay to continue being a destructive sociopath, psychopath, because, and then the psychiatrist as well, who provide you with medication to maintain, and the governments that provide the drugs in the streets so that you maintain the negative amassing of negative energy that is transferred from the Yang conscious, Christ conscious, the Christ conscious standard magnetically misaligned host, nuclear race, okay? And brothers and sisters, prepare to rise, because you are very special. That's the reason why you are called the children of the Most High's favorite. And now that doesn't mean that everyone else has no value, because before they were activated to come out of your flesh, brothers and sisters, they existed within you. Okay, so we're all children of the Most High. We're here with different purposes and different contributions. Your purpose, my suitor collective, my third eye blind Gentile suitor electromagnetic collective, has been achieved. Okay, so there's no reason to continue on unless you want to see hell reign over everything you know very shortly. And I and the Most High division of our Trinity are going to be that force that brings your hell. And I promise you, as sure as I'm alive today, in the face of many individuals who would rather me be poisoned and commit suicide and all the other things that come along with leaving an avatar, these forces are very real, and they are not going to play with any of you, okay? So my hope is, as I said, that you decide to truly come together with me, and let's create with our minds, with our electromagnetic manifest potential, this new earth that these animals deserve. They don't deserve being brought to extinction, so that the cowards who have used all of our energy to go to work, take our tax money, create space programs to take themselves to distant planets and to colonize other planets, so that they can not do that, because it's impossible that they can do that. Spirits, you don't travel to other matrix programs but by electromagnetic manifest potential, okay? Propulsion systems won't get you there, all right? You have to literally magnate to pre-programmed electrochemical conditions that those planets can sustain. And if you don't have the capacity in energy to do that, it's all a lie. You'll never make it. So stop lying to yourselves, and let's come together, get this stuff, get ourselves together. Thank you very much, brothers and sisters, for your time. I've spent an hour now, to 59:24. I want to thank you for once again joining me here on the Worldwide Paradigm Shift Show with your man, the chosen one, Messenger, Christopher, Spirit World X. Carry on.